What we have here, as you could probably tell, is Century Arms, the C39. This thing's been out for, I think, 3 or 4 years maybe, but it's not really been on my radar. It seems that there's been more press about it lately, and I wasn't aware somehow that they had this American-made AK, all American-made, as they say. All the parts are made in this country, supposedly, and it's got a milled receiver, and it's gotten some pretty good reviews that I've seen, so I was pretty interested in taking a look at it. Alright, well, let's just start out on the red plate, see if I can pop that thing at all. I won't shoot it too much before I take it apart here. I don't want to get it too hot. Alright, not bad. I see a 2-liter. Sweet, sweet. One more on the plate. Yeah, I should shoot till I miss, but I won't. Before it gets too hot, let's take a look at it. Let's take the magazine out and empty it, like they did in, what was the movie, Captain Phillips? Do you remember the scene, if you saw that movie, where the guy, I think Tom Hanks talks the guy into emptying or unloading the AK while he's trying to beat the window out or something? He's banging on something. And so he takes a magazine out and then he continues beating on, I think it's the window. Well, he doesn't take anything out of the chamber. So anyway, we can never remind ourselves of that, can we, too many times. So there's nothing in the chamber. All right. And so yeah, this is a C39, and it's, I guess I would say, maybe surprisingly well made. It feels good. Not that I'm not a Century Arms bash or anything. I know that the reviews of Century Arms is mixed, and you can get something that's well made from them. The Wasser tins and all those, I've had those. Some are good, some are not. But this is kind of made from the ground up, I guess. And you know, it seems to be a nice firearm, and that's what most people are discovering. Now, this, you know, it's got its detractors and negative and positive reviews, but I think for the most part it's rather positive. Let's take a look at the inside. I'm gonna snap it. It's got a Tapco trigger. Oh, nice. If you remember or you look back on some of the older videos, I had a Wasser tin with a Tapco trigger in it, and oh, I used to rave about that trigger. It's great. Let's spring out. Hammer. You know, it just seems, you know, I have an Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal guy, and I love my Arsenal SGL 20. And when I take this apart, I don't get that ooh yuck feeling or anything. It may not be an Arsenal, but it feels a lot like it, and the action of it. And you notice it looks like all AK except for the trigger spring. It doesn't have that coil spring in there. Some people I see online, they criticize this cheap, you know, polymer hollow stock and that kind of thing. And I'm not crazy about this forearm, and the rails, but you know, you can hang whatever you want on that. You know, I would probably switch that out if it were mine. But I guess you could get some wood furniture and put on if you want from Century, because it's all, they offer them with the wood furniture, so I would assume it's compatible. Let's take a couple more shots now. We didn't really get many rounds through it, did we? Pretty nifty gun, and again, the reviews seem to be pretty positive that I've seen. You know, there's torture tests out there on the internet. There's a lot of people have shot them. Quite a few people own them. So, you know, whatever I think is just whatever I think, or whatever my impression is. But so far, it seems to be, I'd say, more positive than negative. And again, I don't, you know, to have a milled receiver in a gun that works and seems accurate in the $600–700 range is, it's definitely worth looking at least. Okay. I love that sound, don't you? I like this sound even more. There's that Prestone can of de-icer that would not work when I needed it earlier this week in the ice storm. Yeah, now you work. What else needs shot? Oh, there's another 2-liter. sweet, sweet. I could shoot that bucket, but just goes through it. Let's go instead over there and put one on, or try to put one on that cinder block that somebody painted red. I bet it was John. Nice. I love it. I love it. And you know, well, let's see. I might not have enough ammo for. Oh, there's a pot. Do a little pot smoking. Woo! Took him off, didn't it? What else? Let's go with a red plate. Yep, click. All right, let's make sure it's empty. Like I say, I'm really growing more and more fond of AKs. That is a sweet. I guess I know I'm really sick, but that's a nice sound. It really is. It rivals the sound of a pump action shotgun. Y'all just go do what you need to do. I'm going to sit here and rack it a little bit. That is nice.